Hi, friends. Welcome. So, today is really just dark and stormy. Lots of storms coming through. And I thought that that is the perfect reason to offer a nice, gentle, restorative, get in your body, nourish it type class today. So I do have a few things and I want to make sure that you have those. So I do have a strap and it is a yoga strap. I think this one is like 8 feet long. So you could use a belt. You could also use nothing. If you have nothing, we can make it work with nothing. But if you just happen to have a strap or a belt or I mean, maybe even really a towel or a scarf if it's got some length to it. And then the other thing that I have is normally when I practice, I just have the one blanket that sits under my tailbone, which I'll do in just a second. But I actually added a second blanket today. So if you have two towels, two small throw blankets, something like that, that would be awesome. And so the last thing that I have is my handy dandy block. That could also be a book. This is probably about 3 inches high. In fact, I think that's exactly what it is. 3 inches high on the low side. So if you had something that had some support to it that was that size and not a block, you'd be just fine. So we're actually going to start on our backs, and I'm going to move my two blankets out of the way, move my block out of the way. I won't need any props here to begin. And I'm just going to roll down onto my back. So won't you join me? So go ahead and just see if right here you can allow yourself just a moment to observe how you're feeling. You can observe the fact that my dogs are having a nice time in the background. So just observe any initial thoughts that come up, and I'm sure you will make note of sounds around you, around me, as our two separate spaces intermingle and intertwine. Just notice how you're feeling in your physical body here in this space. How does it feel on the mat today? Do you feel heavy? Do you feel light? Do you feel flowy? How are you feeling just right now in this moment? And if all you said to yourself was even just, well, I showed up, good for you. Welcome. All right. So this first one that we're going to do, we're going to take an inhale and then bend this right knee in towards the chest. Relax the shoulders down the mat, but then wrap the hands right below that knee. So maybe the hands on the knee, pull it in a little bit closer. Just find that spot for yourself. Knee can be right on top of the ribs, or if it's more comfortable in your body to bring it to the outside of the rib cage, do that. So see where you can relax. Even here, maybe circle that right ankle a little bit, point and flex the foot. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, slowly lift this left leg all the way up towards the ceiling and flex the foot. So the right knee is still in towards the chest. You can start to circle that left foot, get all the little pops and cricks out. Point and flex the foot. Notice where you can relax, even right here. Take a fresh breath. And then as you exhale, slowly with control, start to lower that left leg all the way back down to the mat. Let it relax fully back, extended long. Awareness immediately comes back to that right leg up towards your chest. Relax the shoulders and the jaw. Take a few deep breaths right here. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release your hands from your leg. The arms can come out to a T. Right leg comes all the way to the floor. Now just kind of shimmy your toes side to side. Windshield wiper the feet. Sigh out whatever might have just come up just even then. Come back to stillness. Notice how you feel. Observe. Take it in. And let it go. Now as you're ready, nice big inhale. This left knee comes in towards the chest or outside of the ribs. Arms come around loosely right below. Hands come right below that knee. Maybe pulling it in a little bit closer. Go ahead and circle that left ankle a little bit more. Now as you're ready, nice big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly with control, lift this right leg all the way up towards the sky. Start to point and flex that foot. Notice how it feels when that change in the tailbone happens, where now there's some weight pushing the tailbone down towards the mat. How can you let that make its way up into the shoulders? Relaxing through the head, the neck. Relax the arms as the hands intertwine around the knee. Come to stillness, and as you're ready, fresh breath. Exhale slowly with control, lowering that right leg all the way back down to the mat. Relaxing it fully down. Notice what shows up in this left hip. Does the leg open a little bit more to the left? Attention goes back there. So find what feels good and breathe into that space. Take your time. Relax where you can. Give yourself one more breath. Fresh inhale. Exhale, that left leg extends down the mat. Arms open into that loose T. Everything relaxes back into the mat. Check in with yourself. Return to the breath. Last one. Nice big inhale. Send the arms up over the head. Stretch the fingertips away. Point the toes away. Engage the legs so that the heels come off the ground. Stretch fully through the body. Maybe even flex the feet here with the heels off the floor. And then relax fully back down into the mat. Fresh breath. You're going to start to walk those heels over towards the right. Maybe that left heel crosses the right ankle. And then let your body completely relax right here. Arms still straight ahead, straight above. Inhale deep. And then exhale, walk those hands over to the right. Find your spot, keeping the shoulders relaxed on the mat. Find the spot, make the changes, the adjustments, the modifications. Find what you need so that you can start to breathe into this left side body. Feeling the ribs expand. Feeling the stretch down to the outside of the hip. Find an inhale that allows you to really expand the belly up, even here with this nice big opening to the left side body. And then on that exhale, release it fully. Inhale here. And then exhale the upper body back to center. Relax fully into the mat. Uncross the feet. Start to walk the heels over towards the left. Let that right ankle cross over the left. Relax fully into the mat, feeling that awareness of the outside of the right leg starting to come into that right lower side body. Fresh inhale. And then exhale, lifting the shoulders, using core muscles, moving the upper body over to the left and then laying it back down, releasing the shoulders back into the mat, relaxing in where you can. Breathe. Make adjustments where necessary. Big belly breath. Full release. Relax in. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And then exhale, the upper body comes back to center. You've used your core muscles, lifted the upper body off the mat. Slowly uncross the ankles, bring them down right below you. And then on a fresh breath, take an inhale. Arms come down, knees come up. Hug it all in. Chin rounds into chest. Crunching up, feeling some power, some activation through the core muscles. Breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, release the upper body down. Keep the knees in towards the chest and give yourself just a little gentle rock side to side. So we're going to come to seated, and you can do that in a couple of ways. You can roll down on over to your side, use your hand to press you up. Or you can bring the knees into the chest, maybe even the hands come right below the lower thigh, inner thigh. Take an inhale, and then exhale. Roll up to seated. So we'll find this long spine. And if you want to take one of those blankets or towels and put it under your tailbone, I just put it right at the very tip of my tailbone so that it helps shift my hips forward, elongating through my spine. Hands rest gently in the lap. We'll take an inhale. And as you exhale, send the chin down towards the chest, long through the spine. Maybe press the sits bones into the floor just a bit, where you can feel a stretch through the low back. Inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhale, roll them down the back. Chin stays down towards the chest. Relax the jaw. Inhale here. Exhale, roll the head up. We'll take an inhale, lift the arms up over the head. Shoulders relax down. Exhale, reach back, nice big half circle, and we're going to bring the hands behind us, fingers point away. Okay? And then we'll take an inhale, send the heart forward, shoulder blades really together, lift the chin. Shine the heart forward. Breathe into the space. Stretch through the neck, so maybe even open and close the jaw a couple of times. Make funny faces. Relax the face. Inhale here. Exhale, round the chin in towards the chest, and then slowly roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Roll yourself all the way back up to seated. And once you get seated, find that tall spine. Hands resting in the lap. Go ahead and close the eyes or send a soft gaze towards the floor. Really send the spine long, crown towards the ceiling, tailbones pressing into the mat. Give yourself a nice big deep cleansing breath right here. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful, fresh breath. And then as you exhale, send this right ear down towards the right shoulder. Continue to think about keeping the shoulder blades back, tall spine, not arching the lower back so much that it feels uncomfortable. So maybe pressing tailbone down towards the floor, really engaging through the core muscles. Breathing into this, maybe the left hand loses, it doesn't lose, it leaves the left leg and starts to walk away from that left hip, deepening that stretch to the outside of the neck on the left side. One more breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, roll the chin down towards the chest. Left hand comes back to the knee. Inhale here. And then exhale, roll that nose over towards the left shoulder, left ear towards the left shoulder. Right fingertips reach away from the right hip. Finding that length. Breathe, shoulders back, heart open. Last breath. Inhale here. Exhale, roll the chin down towards the chest. Right hand comes back to the knee. Inhale with the chin down towards the chest. And then exhale right back up towards me. Bring hands together at heart center. Rub the palms together. Get a little warmth going between the hands. Don't lose your tall spine. And then we'll clasp hands together and start to give our elbows, or not our elbows, our wrists a little treat. So we're just moving them getting some synovial fluid moving through those joints. You can press the fingers out and away, exposing the palms, just to do whatever feels good here to feel some opening through the wrists. Turn the palms down and then up, feeling a stretch through the forearms, whatever feels good. Shake the hands out. And then we've got one more before we move into table. So if you're sitting on a blanket, I want you to move it. And then send the legs out long. So you've got a tall spine here and you don't have the support of the blanket. So really press that tailbone into the floor. I'll do the left leg first and then change directions so you can see. This is a core engagement rock the baby is what what it is. So what you're going to do is you're going to bend this left knee out to the left. Right hand comes to the left ankle. Left arm wraps around the knee. And you're just going to shake the knee out to the left and then bring the heel in towards the right. So it's called rocking the baby. So because we're doing it in this upright way and not as a restorative pose, I want you to think about flexing that right foot, and let's connect it to some breath. So find a tall spine. Here we go. Inhale, out, exhale in. Right foot is flexed. Last one. Extend the leg long. Tall spine. Inhale deep. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Reach the heart forward and reach the fingers towards the heels. It doesn't matter if they make it. Fingertips can come to the floor. Shine the heart forward. Straight spine. So we're trying not to round the spine. So if you feel like your body looks like this, come all the way out, send the arms up, lead with the heart, and stop where you need to. Breathe in, flex the feet, tuck the chin into the chest just a little bit to feel a stretch through the back of the neck with this long spine. Release the jaw. Slowly start to use your hands to walk yourself all the way back up. And then we'll take this right knee, send it out to the right. This left hand gets the left foot. Right hand gets the right knee. Tall spine. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale through center. Find your breath. Flex that left foot. Two more. Check that left foot. I just caught myself not flexing it. All right. Extend the leg long. Flex the feet. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, shine the heart forward. Reach the hands down towards the feet. Let the hands come to the floor. Tuck the chin into the chest and breathe. So our goal here is it's not to touch our toes, it's to be in touch with ourselves. So being able to touch anything to anything is not the goal of yoga. Listen to your breath. Exhales will tell you if you need to come out. They'll tell you if you can take just a little bit deeper inward movement. And they'll also help you get there. Last breath. Inhale. And then exhale, slow rise all the way up. We've got one more. Sorry, I keep adding. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, that big circle back just like we did before. Bring the hands behind the back. Tuck the chin into the chest. Fresh breath. Exhale, open through the heart. Flex the feet and lift the chin. One last time, stretching through the throat. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, bring the chin in towards the chest, round the low back out, roll the shoulders up towards the ears. We're back with legs straight ahead, hands in the lap. And so from here, all we're going to do is move into table. So this is a great time if you want to have a blanket under your knees. You can go ahead and take a moment to get that set up for yourself. And I'll meet you in table when you're ready. So we've got these hands, these wrists right under the shoulders. Knees are right under hips. Tops of the feet are on the mat. And the fingers are spread nice and wide, pressing through the arms. So I'm not leaning into the elbows. They're strong. Hands pressed into the floor. Take an inhale. Reach the crown and the tailbone up. Exhale. Round it in. Tailbone gets a nice big stretch as it comes in. The lower back gets a stretch. Hold it. Keep holding it. Feel the shoulder blades come apart. Don't hold the breath. Hold the posture. Breathing into that opening behind you through the ribs. Inhale. Moving back with crown and tailbone up, strong through the hands. Exhale. Move through. Your breath, your movement starts right now. Release the head, neck, and shoulders when you curl everything in. Last breath. Coming to stillness, we'll take an inhale and then exhale. Send the hips back. Arms stretch long. Child's pose. Knees might even be able to come slightly apart here. Knees towards the outside edges of the mat. Letting the belly sink down deep into the mat. Chin or forehead might rest on the mat. And then as you're ready, take an inhale. And then exhale, meet me back in table. From this table, you're going to curl your toes, take an inhale. Lift the hips, find your down dog. You can pedal out the feet. Your down dog does not have to be static. It can be movement linked to the breath, even here in down dog. Pressing the hands into the floor. Hinging at the hips, letting the head hang heavy. Two more breaths. So it's always okay in our classes to stay in table. So if you've chosen to do that, that's just fine. Take this last inhale and exhale right here. And then as you're ready, nice big inhale. Slow walk. Let's all meet at the top of the mat in a forward fold. There's a huge bend in the knees. Torso might even be resting on thighs for this first one. Head hangs heavy. Let everything roll down towards the floor. Find your whole foot right here. So not just the heels. You've got weight distributed evenly through both feet. And when you're ready, take an inhale halfway, long spine, crown towards me. Exhale, release back towards the floor. Inhale down low. And then an exhale, slow rise. We're going to come all the way up. Palms are near the hips. Booty presses in just a little bit, leaving some of that tailbone not to curl out. It curls in. Knees not locked. Feet pressing towards the floor. Crown towards the ceiling. Mountain pose. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Send the gaze up. Stretch the fingertips away. Arch the back. Send the glutes forward, engaging everything. Fresh inhale here. And then exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Take a moment here to shimmy through the hips. Sway side to side. Hands can stay on the floor. You can clasp elbows. Just let the upper body hang heavy. Relax the face. Two more breaths. And then find some stillness. Take an inhale, and as you're ready, you're going to step this right foot back and go ahead and bring that right heel in towards the center. We're setting up for warrior two. Heel is right behind toes. Take an inhale here, and then exhale. As you're ready, we're going to windmill all the way in to warrior two. So arms are spread nice and wide. Knee is right over heel. Heel is right behind toes. Right hip is open. Inhale, open the heart just like we did when we were on the floor, and send those arms back open through the heart. Breathe right here. Just keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, bring the arms up over the head. Start to engage through the glutes and the core. You're going to slowly lunge into this left leg and bring both hands down to the floor inside of that left foot. So they're up at an angle, if you can see. So my left foot's back here. This left hand's pretty close to the outside edge of my mat. My right hand's actually off my mat. Take an inhale. Sink down. You're going to feel it all right here. It's going to feel delicious. Breathe. Press the hands into the floor. Relax the upper body. One more breath. Now, as you're ready, start to walk your hands towards center. Turn these left toes towards center. You're in a wide leg forward fold. Sink in. Head hangs heavy. One more breath. Bend the knees. Take an inhale. And then exhale, slow roll. We'll come all the way up. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears. And then exhale, roll the shoulders down the back. Open the palms forward. Send the hips forward. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Glutes are engaged. You're completely engaged here. Throat is stretching open as chin lifts towards the ceiling. Last breath. Inhale here. Exhale, bring hands and face back forward, or so hands are above. Face is back towards me. And then exhale, forward fold. You're going to go ahead and walk back towards the front where you've got your ball of your right foot back forward towards the top of your mat, and you're lunging over this left foot. Energy into the ball of the right foot. Maybe even a little backward lunge and then top of the mat. Forward fold. Notice how you feel differently in one side of your body. Breathe through it. Release the upper body. Stay with it. You've got one more breath. Come back to stillness. Take an inhale. And then exhale, send this left foot back. Lunging over that right knee, send this left heel in towards the midline, warrior two legs. Inhale deep. And then exhale, open it up. Find warrior two. Check your things. Really press energy into that left leg as you lunge into this right leg, keeping the hips square, shoulders over hips. Take an inhale. Open the heart. Send the arms back. Send the gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathe here in this strength. Inhale. And as you exhale, hands come up. Chin comes forward. Nose comes forward towards me. Fresh breath. Engage the glutes. Engage the core. Exhale, slowly bringing these hands down towards the floor. So I've got this right hand. It's basically right on the edge of my mat. And then this left hand is right under, they're under my shoulders is the best way to put it. And then slowly sink in. Find that stretch. Relax the upper body. Stop gritting the teeth if you can. It's a lot on that right leg. You're just sinking into that space. Clearing out some of those cobwebs. Last breath. Press into your hands. Start to straighten that right leg, and you're going to walk back towards the center of the mat. All fingers and toes towards the center of the mat. And then you're going to walk the hands away one palm length. Relax the upper body and then send the hips back. So it's like a wide-legged down dog, really stretching through the back of the legs. In and out. Breathe through it. One more breath right here. And then as you're ready, walking those hands back towards your mat, bending the knees. Nice big inhale. And exhale all the way up. Palms open, heart opens, chin lifts just like before. Engage the glutes, lift the chin. Press the feet into the floor, engage the legs. Inhale here. Exhale. Head comes back forward, arms come up, and then you're going to move right back into warrior two so you can windmill down. Left heel comes on, you come onto the ball of the left foot. That right knee is down. Make your way into plank or kneeling plank. Breathe here. Keep that booty down if you can. Engage the core muscles. Inhale deep. And then exhale, lower with control all the way down to the mat. Okay? So once you get all the way down to the mat, give yourself a moment to relax. Consider this your child's pose from where you are right now. So you probably have one cheek rested on the mat. You may even want to bend your knees and give yourself some back window windshield wipers where you just kind of sway the heels side to side. One more breath wherever you are. And you can lower the legs all the way down towards the floor. So you're just laying on your belly. I'm going to show you this next one that we're going to do, which is a great restorative shoulder opener. So you're going to take an inhale and send this right arm out into a T. This left arm or left hand comes right under the left shoulder, and then you're going to use your left toes to roll over onto your left side body. This left knee is going to bend behind the right leg, and then the right temple either comes to the mat, or it can come to a blanket, to that block, whatever that prop is that you brought. And then the more you let this left knee open, the deeper you're going to feel a stretch through the shoulders, through everything. So if you just decided that you're like, Ashley, I have no idea what you just did, I'll show you again, facing you. All right, so I have my right arm out to the right. This left hand is right under the left shoulder. I'm curling the toes of my left foot, taking an inhale, and then slowly pressing into this left hand, rolling onto the right side body. Then, once I get onto that right side body, I'm going to bend this left knee and open through my hip. So my temple is going to come down to the floor, or if I need a little bit more space to allow myself to relax, then I'm just going to put it on a block or a pillow. Relax through the jaw. Give yourself 3 more breaths. And then as you're ready, you're going to unbend that knee. So straighten that left leg. That left hand, you're going to come down. You're going to roll right back onto your belly. Send this left arm out, right elbow bends, so the right palm is under the right shoulder. Toes of the right foot help you push onto the right side. Right knee bends, and then the head rests down on that left temple. If you need me to walk through it again with you, here I go. Left hand out to the left, right hand under right shoulder. Right toes help me roll over onto my left side body, and bend left temple. Releasing the jaw, releasing the teeth. Stress shows up for us there. And it's okay, but we can let it go. Come back over that right shoulder comes back under. So you're basically right back just where you were, but with hands right under shoulders. Take an inhale here, and then exhale. You're just going to press yourself up. Give yourself a child's pose, arms stretched long. Think about tucking that tailbone in, tucking the pelvis in, making that stretch super long through the low back. One more breath. Inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to make our way into table. We're going to swing our feet over to one side and come down onto our booty. But before we come down onto our booty, we're going to make sure we have our 2 blankets, our strap, and our block. Okay? So what I'd like to do first is show you what we're going to do with the blanket. So this is how I have my blanket. I'm actually going to fold it a little bit more. So basically, if you had a towel, a really thick beach towel, it would be about the same thickness as my blanket, okay? And I'm going to just put it on my mat. I'm going to put it in the center of my mat. And my goal is to have it come right even with my shoulder blades, okay? So the best way to do that is to think about the tops of your shoulders rolling off the very top of the towel, so that if you let the head go, it opens into that stretch that we've been doing all through class, okay? So then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to send your hands straight down, palms face down on either side of your hips. The opening where the chest is opening, roll those shoulders back so they can, so the blanket is actually allowing the shoulders to dip down towards the floor, so that the blanket doesn't come all the way out to each edge of your body. It's smaller than that. There's about 2 or 3 inches on either side. So I've got these hands straight down. Inhale deep. Everything relax. Start to feel some weight pressing in from the middle of your back, low part of the blanket, and then engage the core to roll yourself back up. Okay, so you're going to move that blanket out of the way. And then you're going to take your strap, belt, scarf, long towel, and you're going to extend it all the way out. And then you're going to half it. So you've got to be able to, whatever you're using. Yeah, I'm thinking this is either like maybe an 8-foot strap. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down onto your back. Right knee, just at the beginning of the class. You're going to take the strap and put it around the foot, okay? And then extend the leg long. Let your right hand come somewhere on the strap. And pull that leg until you find that stretch through the back of the leg that feels good. Relaxing the upper body, releasing the jaw, just finding that stretch that feels good here. Left hand is going to come down right on top of the left hip. Spread the fingers nice and wide, and then flex that leg. Right, that sensation. More. Let this right leg fall out to the right with the strap kind of holding where it ends up, okay? And so then we don't want a death grip on the strap. So once you know where it wants to go, be where it will, okay? And just breathe into this open. If you won't come all the way down to the ground, that's why you have this block or blanket. So say you got to where, say you opened and you're like, oh goodness, oh, that's all I got. And you can put put the block or whatever you need to let the foot rest on it. Okay? Just not a grip strap. Release through the hips. See what is showing up right here with these hips open in this way. And then as you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale, lift this leg all the way back up towards the ceiling. Release the strap from the foot and let the leg extend all the way back down towards the floor. Give yourself those little feet windshield wipers. And then you're going to take the strap and bend that left knee just like we did at the beginning of class, and just add the strap around the foot. Send the leg long towards the ceiling. So find whatever you want right there. Right leg is extended long and the foot is flexed. If it feels good to lift the upper body towards the stretch to deep, or towards the leg to deepen the stretch, do it. And then as you're ready, nice big inhale. And then exhale, slowly releasing this left foot down towards the left. If you need to add a prop, do it. I'm sorry, I'm not there to do it for you. I certainly would. Release any death grip you have on the strap or on your teeth, on your jaw. Three more breaths. As you're ready, take an inhale. And then exhale, lift that left leg back up towards the ceiling. Release the strap. You're going to bring both feet back, or both knees back into the chest, and give yourself a little hug. Rock side to side. And then take the next few moments to give yourself whatever it is that you're wanting before your Shavasana today. What movements does your body need that I didn't offer, but that you feel called to respond to? What is it that you want right here? Then I'm going to ask you to pause the video, and when you're ready for our closing time together, just hit play again. So as you're ready, we'll come back to a comfortable seat. Bring the hands together at heart center in prayer, bowing chin down towards chest, tall spine. Our quote for today is from Rumi, and it says, "What was said to the rose that made it open was said to me here in my chest." What was said to the rose that made it open was said to me here in my chest. May you know love there. May you be love, and may you give that to others as well. Until we meet again, be well, and gratitude for practicing.